Hello, today we are going to see Apache Pig commands and a practice problem on word count. So this is a word count pig script. I'm going to keep the link in description below and we will just refer this. So let us consider this is the just normal text we have. We have to do a word count on this txt file. So first of all, you should have installed Apache Pig in your system. Then go in terminal and type pig hyphen x local start pig in local mode. Once you enter, you will go to the grunt shell. So yeah, so here first of all you need to load this text file. So we are going to load and we have to give a relation name which is data equals to load name test dot txt semicolon, enter. It has been loaded. You can check by using a dump command. Dump data. You can see this is our data. This is the this data is inside this file. This whole. So here you can see the steps. First of all, load data. Load data. This input and output this we do for a pig script. I'm going to show you at the end. So first we need to load data. Then we need to separate each word in line using tokenize and flatten keywords. To take them on separate line, we use flatten, and to separate the words we use tokenize. So we are going to copy this command, copy, paste it here, give a semicolon. So what we are doing, we are just creating one relation words for each data. We are using for each in data generate flatten tokenized text. So this text is actually our data. So first of all, while loading the data, load it as text. This is just a name of your field. So when you do that, it is just to name of your column, you can say. So now we are pasting it and enter. Okay, so you can see the data by dump words. As you can see, all the lines get separated into a words in a column. So we have to group them with these words, so similar or duplicate words can be grouped together. So for this grouping, we have this command, copy, paste, enter. And now you can dump grpd. Here you can see this program's words comes 1 2 3 times like this. It groups the similar data. Like this data word comes 3 times. Now you have to just count this how many times it is occurred. For that we have this command word count. So word count equal to for each in this group generate $1. $1 is the first column which is this words, and second column will be counts of words. So the count will be in second column. So we hit enter and dump word count and enter. Here we got our output. As we saw earlier, programs comes 3 times and one more was the data. Data also comes 3 times, as you can see. This is a word count problem, simple word count problem, and we can export this data. So to export, we use command store word count into any folder name. We'll say output. We hit enter. You can see success. In our folder there will be one folder named output, and whole our output is here. All you can see programs comes 3 times, 1 2, data comes 3 times, for comes 3 times. So this is word count using pig. So till now we see the word count output. Here we have word count output. We used a terminal commands. So now we are going to delete this folder. We are going to automate it. So for that purpose we will need a blank file, script.py. So we have to give extension as .py. So in this file you have to put all the commands you have used. So we used these commands, copy, and here paste. One more thing to check, your input, this file's path, this path, copy, and input path, test, and test.txt. This is a input path and we need our output in the same path. Control C, Control V, and in this path, in test folder, we want our output folder, and that our output will be stored. And percent default input, this works as a variable and you use it like this in your script. So this path will automatically placed here, the output will be placed here. And running the script using pig -x local and script name, hit enter. You can see success in 865 milliseconds. Output is generated automatically. Okay, so it is done. And one more thing we are going to perform is we have these CSV files. Okay, and we have to perform an operation on this CSV file. Our task is to extract this data, boot time, mail ID, and this keyboard column, so we would know when the user was idle or working. If it is 0, it will be idle time. If it is this much, any number, it will be a working time. So just before we start, we have to remove this line. Okay, so we don't want this header line, and we can remove it by using a command. So I have a documentation here. You can see single CPU log. We are right now using this CPU log file. So this is a command. You just copy here in terminal. When you paste it, this is std command, and 1d, this is the first row, d for delete. From this file you hit enter, and if you open it again, okay, you won't see the header line, it is gone. Same we can do for, you can see here date, cpu count. So cancel, we can do it for the rest of the files. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So these many files we have removed the first column from all these csv files. Okay, so these are the all the steps I have included. First of all, load the data. We are using pig storage, dividing the data on column because we are using csv file, of course, and we are storing it's only column number 39, 40 and 41, which are our boot time, mail and keyboard. So you just have to count the columns, there is no any other way. So I counted, it was a 39th column, so it starts from 0, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it was 39th column, 39, 40 and 41. So this command to load the data. So our task is to get the unique users, and second task is finding highest number of working hours for any person, lowest number of working hours and highest idle hours for any user. So there is one more thing, if you have noticed in this csv file, okay, so this is email, our email, this is boot time. So you can notice here, this is a same this format. If you have noticed carefully, you can see a pattern. Let me find the data, exact data. So here Bhagyashri, so here this email address Bhagyashri, boot time is 2:29 and another boot time is 2:34. So this system counts for every 5 minutes, it records the data. So we can see, or we can find our output by using a logic, that is total number of count of data available here multiplied by 5, that will be total hours spent, total minutes spent, and divided by 60, it will be total hours. So by this way we are going to find out. So here first of all we load the data, then to find the unique users we group the data, using the mail address. So the unique emails will be grouped and all other data will be in the next column. So here we can get the, by using this command, store the unique inside this output path, then getting categorized data. So this gives the all the detailed information from that column. As I said, every data in that csv file gives us a 5 minutes gap in the time, so we can multiply it by 5 and we can get a total minutes spent, and here average data for that day. So here we are dividing it by 60 and we are getting in hours, and in this step we are getting the low working, high working and high idle time for it. So if we get this all the commands right in the right way, we can get our output. So I can show I have made a script, single script. In this script I have used all the commands. I have pasted them all here. I'm gonna keep the link in description so you can refer, and we are just gonna run the script. Open terminal, pig. So we're going to use pig -x local, and script name is single script.pig. If we hit enter, it is going to run and finished in 5 seconds and 629 milliseconds. So as you can see, output folder is created here, and inside that we have got these 4 folders. So unique 16 is a unique users on that 16th of date, and high idle, the person who is having highest idle hours is this email address person, and he has 2 hours as a highest idle time. Like, he wasn't doing anything, his keyboard was 0. So highest working time, this Bhagyashree has highest working time 16th of date. This is the time she spent while working, not an idle. And this is lowest working time. This guy spent this time hours. This time is working time except the idle. Idle is different, and this is the working. So we found it by total minus idle, it is a working time. So same thing as we did for the single file, we have to do this for all these 6 files. So we can create another pig script. So I have generated this pig script. We have just did all the same things, just did 6 times you can say, and somewhere we are just merging it. Here you can say we used a union and we merged all the data, and we performed the few operations, and we got our output like this. So if we delete this folder and go to pig script and terminal and just pig-x local and script.pig, this one, we hit enter, it is going to do all the things, all the queries, commands we have written, and going to give us all the data we need. It takes time. It took 11 seconds and 52 milliseconds. So we have got our unique datas, unique users on 16th. There were 6 users on 16th, and on 18th you can say there were 7 users on 18th. 19th, 8 users on 19th. 20, 7 users. So this all is unique data, unique users, and in output folder we can say here highest idle time. This guy Deepak Shukla has on an average highest idle time. Average over all the 6 days, the average is 4.1 times idle on PC, and same high working hours. This is average time for the 6 days. This is the average working time, highest. And here also this Bhagyashree had lowest working hour on an average. So I'm gonna give all the links in description so you can refer the all the material, refer the commands. If you have any doubts in the commands, you can comment, and so we can solve your problem. And thank you for watching. Hit like, subscribe, and share. Thank you.